just want to say thank you so much for agreeing to come on this delivery run. I know it's short notice, but I think you may know why you're here tonight. Or today, because it's 3 in the morning. So, here's the thing. I don't want to delay the inevitable, and by that I mean I think you must know that this is your official performance review. You are a driver for the Trevor truck fleet of trucks, and every 3 or so months there's a performance review. Every single driver has to go through it. There are no exceptions. We don't treat anyone special. We treat everyone the same. So today is your day. It is finally your turn to be, shall we say, reviewed. So, without any further ado, let's get this party started, so to speak. So, I think best way to break the ice is to give you some of the documents. I have some. Here we go. Alright. I'm just gonna hand you these papers. Those are the reports. The official reports about mileage, delivery percentage, damaged trailers, and also that time you ran into the water tower. That's, yeah, all that stuff is in there. All those reports are very relevant to today's discussion, so I invite you to just, take a look through them, see what you find. And just kind of take your time. You don't have to rush. It's just look through them and kind of get a little bit of a sense of how this conversation is going to go down. You'll see on page 5, that's your mileage for the year. Alright, and then turn back to page 2. That was information from your last delivery, which was by far your biggest job. You traveled very far, and even though the delivery was delayed because you fell asleep for 14 hours after a long night at one of the bars, I think we can draw some conclusions from some of the results here, and yeah, that's partly why we're having this performance review. It's actually a little bit early. We were gonna wait, but now if you go to page 9, yeah, you're there. Okay. It just gives you all of the information, a letter to the president from a dissatisfied customer, just routine things, we get these from time to time. So again, are you kind of getting a sense of what this is all about? Like, I don't know. I don't want to be bold or presumptuous, but do you kind of, just get what we're trying to say here? Okay, well, go to page 11, if you don't mind. Now, page 11 here is a letter from HR, and I'll just kind of summarize it for you because, there's a lot of jargon and a lot of red tape. So basically, what it comes down to is that HR has noticed, and I'm not going to call them flaws or character quirks. I am just going to call it areas of improvement. So HR has identified at least 7 areas of improvement to really take into consideration. And the final paragraph is basically what this performance review is all about. And I know it's a lot to read, and you can do that on your own time. And I'm supposed to tell you something really important regarding status of your job, and I'm supposed to say it, and I am about to say it, and I will say it. It's going to happen. I'm working up to it, but I just wanted to say, look, it has been a pleasure working alongside you in this fleet. I'm not sure why I used past tense. That was weird, admittedly. That was very bizarre, but also, well, okay. So, like I said, we've been noticing your performance and paying attention to areas that could improve. And, it doesn't mean that we're trying to beat you up. It doesn't mean that we're trying to single you out. It doesn't mean that, we have this, judgment of you. That's not the type of company we are, Even though we have performance reviews, we're still not judgmental. We know that people make mistakes, and I am not sitting here telling you that you've made a lot of mistakes or that you ran into a water tower. I mean, you did, but that's not the point. The thing is, you are a loyal worker for this fleet, and you've done an excellent, you've done a job, okay? And certainly that's better than no job, which will be your status soon. Oh, I'm sorry. That was my very poor attempt at humor. I like to try to lighten these situations. I don't want to make this scary because I feel like a lot of times, you go through something like this and you feel uncomfortable and, you feel like this performance review could actually be your last performance review. And, when you feel that way, it's hard for you to be open and honest and express yourself because you're afraid that whatever you say could be used against you. And you also might be afraid that the person conducting the performance review is trying to get you to admit that you stole all the soda out of the company fridge in the garage. And so that's why I want to try to lighten the mood, because I know this can be scary. Oh, whoops. Guess I'll be reviewed next for that one. Minor slip up. Besides, this truck is not mine, and it's insured, so I don't really care. Where were we? Oh, right. I'm trying to get to the point of all of this. Before we do anything, I'm gonna give you this pen, and I'm just gonna need you to sign the line on various pages in this paper. I'll give that to you. And there's also a release form and a waiver. And promise not to sue the company should you be dissatisfied with our findings. at the end of all this. So please take a moment, review the papers. You don't have to read them, just make sure you sign them. That's the main thing. Okay. I couldn't help but notice that you're not even looking at the papers. This is very routine. This is normal. This is what happens in every single performance review. It's just, well, maybe this time you have a few more papers. Why are you looking at me like that? Oh, alright, you want me to just spell it out? Okay, well, I can do that. I can tell you what it's all about. But first, let me give you a little history lesson on this company, because I feel like this type of context is going to help out the situation a whole lot. It's not like I'm stalling for time or anything.
Hey, did you share the news yet, buddy?
Oh, there he is. That's the supervisor. Well, I better answer. Just sit back and relax. I'll be right back, and yeah, we'll finish this discussion, and we will get to the point, okay? Alrighty. Hi, Joe. I am here with the, ex-employee, and by ex, I mean extraordinary. Ugh. How are things going?
So, what? Did you give him the news or not? Like, we don't have all day here. Did you tell him?
Well, I've certainly done my best to sort of show him papers. Oh, actually, you know what? There's one more paper. Hold on a second. Let me check my... Yeah, see, I forgot about this paper. It was page 18. Those are just some terms and conditions and privacy things and whatnot.
So let me get this straight. You haven't even told him yet? You haven't told him that he's been canned? What the heck was this performance review
I swear,
for?
I can explain.
I expected you to tell him in a very concise manner. I am not asking for much, my friend.
Well, you know, maybe this isn't so bad. Maybe this is actually a time for growth and opportunity and, you know, all that corporate positivity. I honestly think we could not have found a much better result. So, yeah, you know, maybe we should just turn on the radio for the remainder of this trip, I think.
Well, now you've done it. I alerted the president of the company, and he actually responded. So, you should expect a call from Jim any minute now. He's gonna talk to you, and I'm assuming it's gonna be a full dressing down. So you better be ready for this. You should have fired the man when you had the chance. This was supposed to be quick and easy. Anyway, oh wait, I just got a text. Okay, I'm gonna call Jim now, and I'm gonna put him on the line.
Wait a minute, Joe, don't do this to me, okay? Can you just text the president of the company and just tell him that, I already said it, basically, you know, the delinquent is fired. No offense, buddy.
Too late, I already called the office, and right now I'm on hold, but when he picks up, oh boy, you are in for it. You're gonna get it, and you know what? It's just desserts. I would have fired that man right on the spot. In fact, it would have been the first thing I would have said. Alright, Now I'm transferring you over to his line.
No. Doesn't have to be like this. Can we just...
Thank you for
Oh
holding.
no.
A representative of Trevor Truck Freight will be with you momentarily.
Well, this is just great. This is my last day, probably. Awesome.
Hello, Trevor. This is Jim. Joe informs me that you have failed to inform your client of their last day of work. And the worst part is, you didn't even bring up the severance package.
Yes, sir. I'm very sorry about that. I should have been quicker to the draw. That is completely on me. And I promise, I have the paper of the severance package. Oh, it's in an envelope. There we go. The severance package, and all the details I have given to the client. So,
Hold that thought. I'm at a Panera Bread, and I need to make my order. Please get me the Italian wedded soup and a breadstick. I'll take a. Give me a 12 ounce. Give me a medium. Thank you. Medium Coke. That's fine. All right. Give me a second. I gotta pay for this junk.
but sir, wait. I can't. I can't believe this is happening right now. The president of the company is actually here. You know what? If this sucks.
I'm going to need you to fire him, and it has to be today, and it has to come from your lips. Do you understand me? Failure to follow my directive will result in your termination, and good luck with your severance package. Do you understand me? I want you to do this now. I want you to do it. Do it now.
Alright, well, I guess if you haven't figured it out by now, what I was trying to say for this entire drive is that you're fired. I'm sorry that you had to figure out the way that you did, but, well, I don't know what else to say. I just have one last document, and this is just an acknowledgement that you accept the results of today's performance review. Please sign on the line, and we will be entirely silent for the rest of the trip. Thank you.